Perfect. See what we're doing, people? We're trying to get this figured out. I think that says the 18th. I'm going with it. Going with the 18th. Are they going to fix this water crossing? This is a water crossing, people. Oh, yeah, see, water crossing the road as we speak. It's crazy. It's... There we go. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. March, whatever I said, 15th, 18th, one of those days. Kind of looks like Ohio here, doesn't it? Nice and gray. We've had a lot of rain in the area, so I wasn't sure I was going to get to ride today, or I was definitely going to ride tomorrow. It's actually on the cooler side. It's right around 60 degrees. I'm wearing my dirt bike gloves because I needed a little bit more protection than my fingerless, but not enough to wear my leather ones. But then I didn't realize these things have vents in them. And yeah, my blue bike, my dirt bike's blue, so gloves match. They really don't match what I'm wearing today. But you know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go for a ride. You're gonna enjoy it. Your hands are gonna be nice and warm. Your body's gonna be nice and warm. And you don't care, because you're coming from the great white north, and now you're in Texas. That says halt water crossing. Man dang, don't cross the road if there's water. Which, oh look, blue bonnets. Those are what those are. Those are blue bonnets. Which, you know, I've crossed roads when there's water and I didn't make it through. Ask the tow bill on my 2014 STS. Water was just a little too deep, and the intake sucked up water into the motor and hydro locked it. No crap. Tow truck hours later, and got it back home. I think it was my daughter's birthday. We were supposed to go out to dinner, and I had to pull the air box out. I had to pull the spark plugs out, crank it over, blow out all the water, and it didn't hurt the motor. But that's not the story I wanted to tell about. Well, it's not the story I wanted to tell, period. So I've recently lost 80 pounds. I moved to Texas, and losing that 80 pounds, my fairly new Shoei helmet stopped fitting me, and I was like it was bad. It set so low on my head that it actually rested on my sunglasses and gave me a horrible headache because it would just drive the sunglasses into my nose. And you know, I could shake my head. I could almost rotate this helmet completely around. It was very, very loose. And I reached out to the manufacturer online, reached out to them, and was like, hey, I need to get my helmet fixed. And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. You need this pad for the upper pad and these pads for the cheek pads. Oh, by the way, they're not slated to be produced until December, if that. Please call back. And I was like, so I've been riding since, I don't know, I've lost all this weight with an extremely loose helmet. I'm not blaming Shoei. It happens. I get it. I just wanted to get my helmet fixed. So I went to Iron Pony, and anybody in Ohio probably knows Iron Pony. Look, there's a whole bunch of blue bonnets. At least in the Columbus area, it's a huge motorcycle retail store, kind of like Iron Pony, not Iron Pony, but kind of like Revzilla. And they were like, yeah, you know, we agree. I think these pads will work for you. You know, I actually took my helmet, and but we can't get them. I was like, oh, sweet. And that was before I moved down, so it was after December. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. So last week I was like, well, crap, I'll just check Revzilla. Revzilla's huge. I reached out to Revzilla, and I mean, I jumped online, and it looked like they had pads, but I couldn't remember what pads I needed. So I called them. I think the guy was a work from home guy. I don't know. It was super cool, super nice. And he's like, okay, this is the pads that I show that are in your helmet. This is what I would recommend, but we can also go with this pad. And I was like, yeah, you know, that one pad might be a little too thick. A great conversation. And he's like, yeah, let's get them ordered. And it was, I don't know, $100. free shipping, something like that, to get the new upper pad and the new cheek pads. The cheek pads come as a set, and the upper pad comes as the upper pad. So what I had to end up doing was I went with a 4mm or 5mm thicker upper pad, which raises the helmet up off of my nose, and it is incredible. No more pressure on my nose, and I've had that pressure since I bought this helmet. It just set way too low for me, and I didn't realize they made different thicknesses of that upper pad. Just didn't know. Had no clue. So this shell is a 2X shell, but I think it's the same as their medium, large, and no, it's large, extra large, and 2X are all the same shell that I can gather. Look at those pretty red flowers. I don't know what they are. I really want to see the Indian paintbrush. Those are those. I think those are the Indian paintbrush. How do we turn around without getting dead? We're going to turn around right here. I really want a good picture of the Indian paintbrushes. Now I need to turn around again, because I do believe those are them. The things you do. Oh, and it's raining. Mary yay. I don't care. I don't care. It's just a couple raindrops right now. I don't think I'm going to see them down this road. They're only right here. Okay, Norm. Are those them? Are those the Indian paintbrushes? Kind of look like it. Let's put on the hazards. I don't know what Indian paintbrush look like, but I would say those are them. Really pretty. Let's get a picture. And then we'll be back to my story. It's too funny, people. Stopping on the side of the road to get a picture of what might be a flower, but I'm not sure that's what it is. And the problem is, I'm blind, so I can't see my phone, so I can't even tell you if that's a good picture or not. There we go. Plug that in. Put on my little dirt bike glove. Turn off my hazards. Oh, I never turned them on. Nor did I set my park brake. So there's blue bonnets and Indian paintbrush, I think is what they're called. Making sure no one's running up behind me. Those are really, really pretty. And are these together? Nope, those are just some pretty blue flowers. That's cool. That's one of the things. There were some blue bonnets back there. That's the one thing. I hear Norm all the time talking about these things, and I'm like, I want to see these flowers. Never thought I would, but here we are, March. I got to see them, and I think that's what they are. If I'm not, let me know. But I think that's what they are. Indian paintbrush and blue bonnets here in Texas. So I talked to this dude. Okay, so we got 4mm thicker head pads. The cheek pads were 31mm, and I went with 39mm. So they're two sizes smaller. So this helmet fits incredible. I absolutely love how it fits. But this is my first ride with these pads. I know they're going to break in a little bit, but I just want to make sure that there's no hot spots, pressure points, whatever you want to call them. And there's a little one on the front of my forehead, a little one on my cheek, and a little one on the back of my neck. But not bad at all as of yet. So let's just keep riding. And that's the whole, not the whole main reason for this ride. I wanted to go for a ride. I didn't get to go for a ride Sunday because of rain in the area. So, you know, I'm riding today and checking out the old helmet. And yes, there's rain in the area, but you know, you can't always just be like, I'm only going to ride good days. I didn't buy this Spider to sit in a garage. Well, now it's sitting in a garage. It's so nice. I didn't buy the Spider to sit in the garage. I bought it to ride. I bought my last one to ride, and a lot of people are like, man, you're destroying your Spiders. But I bought them to ride. Period. I took care of them the best I could, not having a garage, not having any really good shelter to keep them out of. And I rode them. I ride them. I ride them in the rain. Unfortunately, that was a big jump. I ride them in the snow. This one has even seen salt, and I didn't mean to, but it's seen salt a couple times. You know, so I can cry about that, or I can just keep riding. And that was a big raindrop. That's another big raindrop. I'm getting rained on, people. What am I going to do? What am I? We might as well. Oh, that's a lot of rain. That's a lot of rain. We're just going to keep going. We're going to push right through it. Oh no. Ah, I'm not dressed for this kind of rain. It snuck up on me too. And I push through. I do have my frog togs on, but they're the ones that I ride in because I want to keep the weather off of me, like the cold weather and the dirt, not the rain. So here we are. Oh, my hands are gonna get cold. These gloves are gonna get wet. Are there more? Oh, it's a lot of rain right here. Push through, go faster. I really don't want it to rain. Well, poo, people. I got my leather on, it's getting wet. My gloves are getting wet. I'm gonna get cold. And that's what sucks when it's 60 degrees and you get wet. You get really, really, really cold. Too cold for it to be safe. But I should be fine. This leather will keep me dry enough. I'm really not that too far away from the house. And I think I'm gonna turn left. That might get me out of the rain sooner. I don't know. I'm guessing. But probably not. Whew, that rain is cold on my neck. It's going down my leather. Whew, that really dropped that temperature. Tex-Mex. I need to have really good Mexican food. I like Mexican food, but I've had some, there we go. Oh, now I gotta get dry. I love fajitas. Chicken fajitas, steak fajitas, doesn't matter, I like fajitas. But the fajitas I've had down here, they're okay, they just don't have any flavor to them. Wow, that is cold. My hands are cold. Because these are vented, they're not heavy gloves, they're a light glove so you can feel what you're doing on your dirt bike. I knew there was rain in the area. I'm not gonna lie, I was just hoping that I would not get caught in it, and that wasn't a lot of rain. If I can just keep my hands from getting too cold, I will be fine and I'll be able to keep riding. My body didn't get wet, just my hands. My hands are cold, people. They are cold. Oh, that's cool. Boom. So yeah, the helmet I absolutely love. I'm still gonna have to mess with, I think, the strap. The strap's a little tight because I'm used to just, you know, cranking it down to keep the helmet from moving around. But no, so far so good, you know. If I can just get a couple hours in it and it start breaking down, that strap's not that tight. This helmet's tight. Look at that wind. Look at that wind. You got an American flag, America. You got a Texas flag, because Texas is America, I'm assuming. If you ask people in Texas, they probably say Texas is America. So on that little thing, let's get back to riding. Oh shoot, these roads, they just, I don't know if it's the heat and they just get beat up by the heat. I don't know what it is, but they suck. You know, and it's not like in southern Ohio, you know, look at those are super pretty. You get the hills and they're pretty steep and the road washes down the hill, you know, so the whole road will just slide down the hill. Here that's not the case, and I'm not saying it's not the case in hill country. I'm kind of in a flatter part of Texas. I'm just outside of hill country. Oh, look at those together. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad I'm seeing this. These is like, keep this in my mind forever. They're just, I don't know, man. They're just like, not roller coaster. The road just like crazy dips. It's like they don't know how to pave a road down here, or the heat just breaks it up. See, like right here, there's just like boom, 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 you know. It's just like this, like whoopties. So, but I need to get with Debbie. If you haven't heard, I am going to be getting married at some point in time. Don't know when. Everybody keeps asking, when you getting married? Don't know yet. Fiance's name is Debbie. And let me know if you... So on that, I'll let everybody go. I'm going to listen to some music. Stay safe, everybody. Oh, first, hey, big old thumbs up from Texas. Or if you could, give me a thumbs up. Look at those. That is a lot of them. I wish I could go in there and get a photo. I can't. So give me a big old thumbs up. Stay safe, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the ramblings from a fat man in San Antonio, Texas today. It's raining even heavier. So set my cruise sign, turn my camera off. You guys stay safe. See you down the road.